Day 10 of 30 eggs a day for Movember. Start the day with a cup of tea, standard. 176.8 this morning, and today I was tired, hence all this yawning. Still start the day with the usual. 3 egg omelette in a wrap with 3 scrambled eggs. I'd used up the last of the beef mince yesterday, and I had a load of ham in the fridge since it was 2 for 1 when I went and bought it, so I figured it made sense to throw a couple of slices in with the scrambled eggs. It looked pretty miserable when I finished cooking it, but thankfully I couldn't see the mess when I tucked it away nicely in the wrap. Guac and salsa as per, and a little bit of pepper in this one. Certainly not as good as the beef mince, but it did a job for breakfast. It's getting a 7.5. I'd planned to get my meal time back on point today, since I'd fallen into a routine of eating my last meal around midnight, ruining my sleep. This was about 9:30 am and I'd only had 6 hours of sleep. I also had the added pressure of squeezing 2 meals in pre-gym today, with the gym closing at 3, so I was in a bit of a rush. So meal number 2 was around 12:30, and it's a cocoa shake. Nothing groundbreaking with this one, so it gets an 8. The plan for the gym today was a pull day, but I didn't take any videos. I'd attempted some deadlifts, but since I'd only left myself 30 minutes between drinking this and training, I was way too close to vomiting to actually brace properly. I'd also been convinced by Tom to hang around and try some jiu-jitsu, so I spent an extra hour being terrible at that post-session. By the time I'd left and got to the shops, I had 5 minutes to run around and pick up food, so I literally just bought milk and left. Thankfully, I'd picked up some pepperoni the day prior when perusing the shop, so I wanted to take another crack at the pegza. Yes, pegza is the name for egg pizza now. After the success of the frittata yesterday, I thought adding some milk to the omelette would be a good idea, and I threw some oregano and chili flakes in as well to give it a little extra flavour. Since I wasn't too happy with the toppings last time, I'd pulled way too many things out the cupboard today to compensate. I went with pepperoni, pepper, mushrooms and chorizo. I'd actually gotten the ham out as well and forgot to put it on. By the time I'd added everything onto the pizza, it was completely overloaded, and I'm pretty sure half the toppings didn't even cook. And yet somehow, half the egg on the base had managed to burn. I was honestly gutted that this turned out as disappointing as it did, especially considering the success of the first one. Not only that, it came out too hot for me to pick it up when I was eating it, so I had to chop it up with a knife and fork at first. It basically ruined the experience. All in all, this wasn't that great. I'll put it down as a 5. I then spent the evening trying to get 2 videos edited to get ahead of schedule, since part of the problem being so rushed to get videos finished after work. After finishing the first, I realised it was around 9, so I decided to take a break and get the last of the eggs in. Disappointed. Doesn't even begin to describe it. I was being boring again and going with a frozen fruit smoothie. No surprises here, this is getting a 6 again. Would very much like to chin this in 1, but I think it'd be too cold. And I don't plan on doing any more frozen fruit smoothies after I'm finished with this bag. Cool. I just can't handle brain freeze. That wraps up day 9. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to donate to Movember, and I'll see you in the next one.